It's always a good feeling when you buy a brand new car, or maybe even just a slightly used car. But the problem with it is, so many of us want to modify our vehicles. It's like a personalization. It's an extension of your own personality. But as soon as you do anything, odds are you're going to avoid your warranty. That's the downfall to owning a new or newer vehicle. But there's a growing trend here that's keeping the warranty valid while still modifying your car. If you're new here and like keeping up on all the automotive news, trends, and just talking about what goes on in the automotive world, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell notification so you don't miss anything. Toward the end of the video, I want to ask you about possibly adding a little something to the channel. So make sure you stick around and give me your input on that. All right, so as I was saying, when you buy a new car, it's super exciting. You can't wait to get into it. But the first thing you want to do is modify it in some way, shape, or form to make it different than every other car on the street. Now, there are some things you can do like tint or maybe wheels, and the dealership's not going to care. It's not going to affect your warranty. And maybe some dealerships will say if your modification did not cause the problem with the vehicle, they will still honor the warranty, which is good. But not a lot of people do that. But there's a trend now of dealerships that are modifying the car for you, or truck. I know there's a lot of truck and Jeep guys out there, or girls. And they will do the modifications for you, and in doing so, keeps your warranty intact. Now, I actually got an invite from Stetler Dodge Jeep Ram Chrysler in York to test drive some of their performance packages on different vehicles. Now, this was pretty exciting because I got to drive vehicles back to back, one being stock, one being the modified one, and see how they compare. So what I did is I took them up on their offer. I went down to their dealership. I took out a Scat Pack Challenger. It's $392, bone stock, nothing to it. Took it out for a drive, and you know, it handled pretty good. It wasn't bad. But when you start leaning into the turns, you can feel the body rotation, and it would kind of, you could feel the weight in the turns. It would start the body roll a little bit, and you know, it wasn't horrible, but it was noticeable. So I went back with that car and took out their other Scat Pack Challenger that they put their performance pack on. They added lowering springs, strut tower brace, and a cold air intake. Very simple basic mods, but I'll tell you what, they made a huge difference. The car was no longer rolling in the corners. It was completely flat. It drove so much better, more composed, and frankly, it was kind of a no-brainer. Now that I drove them back to back and I saw the difference, if I were to buy a new car, I would absolutely 100% get that done. Because if you do that on your own, you're running the risk of them voiding your warranty. Now, these aren't the only modifications that Stetler does. I've heard they've also put pro chargers on vehicles for people. Now, if cars are not your thing, maybe it's a Jeep. Stetler sells a ton of Jeeps. Now, I got to take one of their Jeeps out on their off-road course. That's right, they have their own off-road course. So, I got the keys to a Jeep. We went out back to their off-road course and got this thing pretty muddy. They added a 3.5-inch rough country lift kit, some Black Rhino wheels, 35-inch mud tires, and this thing handled really well. Now, they also had a steel bumper in the front with a winch, and just some of the typical tasteful mods you will find that most people do to a Jeep. It's much higher, it's got aggressive tires, and this thing went over and through everything in front of it. It was so nice to see that you could get a vehicle like that and still have a warranty. That's a really good thing. They have their own off-road department. You can get exo cages. You can do whatever you can possibly think of. They have an array of different rims and tires to choose from. It's really cool. And if you're into modifying your car, this is definitely something you should look into. Now, I know Lebanon Ford does it to their Mustangs and their F-150s and their vehicles out there. You can buy supercharger kits and all that other stuff. But there's no Dodge dealers out there that do that. So they are the only ones in the area that offer this kind of service. So definitely go check them out if you're looking for that, or if maybe you're not looking for a Dodge, maybe you don't want a Challenger or Charger or even a Jeep. Go check out the dealerships, search around. They're offering these packages more and more now because Again, you want to modify your car, but you're terrified to destroy your warranty. This is the way to do it. You roll it all into the price of the car, and you just get all the stuff done without any worries. It's a great thing to do. While I was there, they also let me take out a 2018 Charger Hellcat. This is something I've been dying to get my hands on. This one had a muffler delete. But the downfall was it didn't even have 500 miles on it yet. So the whole 707 horsepower has not even been unlocked. So with a little over 500 horsepower on tap, I still got to experience it. We took it out and this thing would move. I was so happy to finally get to drive a Hellcat, even if it didn't have the full potential yet. It was still fun. So I appreciate them having me out so that I can check out their new performance line and go into the off-road course and test out their in-house built Jeeps. If you're, like I said, if you're in the area and you're looking to buy a vehicle and get these mods done, just go check them out. Sometimes they have them finished up already sitting out in the lot. Just go pick and choose from what you want or have one custom built to your own liking. All right, now I want to ask you a little bit of questions about the way the channel format is currently, because I do a lot of things like going out to this dealership and test driving cars and going to car shows. Like I had the video about my first time seeing the C8 Corvette. Now, would you rather see things in the format that it is now, or would you prefer seeing it in the vlog style of actually being there and kind of experiencing it as I do? It's not something I just want to randomly throw in. I kind of want to put my feelers out to see what you guys think of the idea of vlogging on the spot, or just kind of recording while I'm there and then bringing it to you like this. So drop your comments down below. Let me know what you think about that, and maybe we'll switch it up a little bit. Maybe we won't. I'll just see what you have to say about it. All right, that's all I've got for right now. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell notification, and I'll catch you next time.